Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth again, and I have a Project Life update. I'm going to take you through week 14 through week 16. Week 14 was our spring break. I used the Carrie Bradford Life Edition cut here and then stamped the date. And this is the title card that came with the turquoise edition, and I have it digitally, so I printed it out. This is a picture of my son eating beignets for the first time, and me, and then I got one on the other page too. So I made two title cards down here saying spring break, and I use sure cuts a lot with my Cricut to cut this. I don't know what font it was. After I made it, I kind of didn't like how all the washi tape behind it is. It's kind of distracting, but I'm not redoing it, so it's in there. And then our spring break was April 2nd through the 9th, but the week goes through the 8th, but the 9th was a Monday. We really didn't do anything. This was a picture that my husband took at Cafe Du Monde. It was a mirror. You can see him back there. We took this was a trip to New Orleans that we took on a Tuesday, I believe. Took a picture out the window as we were going over the bridge. New Orleans is called the Big Easy, so I used some stickers and put them on the picture. This is a stamp from Allie Edwards, her last month stamp set, so that was April's stamp set, and then I just doodled around it and put some journaling about how it was my son's first time eating beignets. And after we ate beignets, we went across the way to the aquarium, and this was the fountain in between it, and he kept trying to stick his feet in there, so I snapped a couple of pictures. On the second page, let's see if you can see that. Did I get it right? Oh, there's a glare. I'm trying to move that. Oh well. Oh, let's see. There, that's better. Alright, that's a picture of him making a face after he tried the beignet for the first time. It was hilarious. So I put that one in there across from it because it didn't fit with the other style. This is a little insert of him sitting on the fountain instead of trying to put his feet in, and I just put some little banners up there. While at the aquarium, we got to feed the birds, and they bought little bird sticks, and Jack had a whole bunch of birds just flying all over, and then a couple landed on his shoulder, so I took a picture of that. And then on the back, this is a QR code of him and his little friend that we took, and this is just a post-it note so to keep her face covered. In the wind tunnel, and the wind tunnel is there to show them how it feels to be in hurricane force winds, and they did not like it. But if you scan the little, I'm not going to do this one. I have another one. I'll show you that one. And then on the back is them looking in the aquarium. Alright, so here's the rest of the page. We have them still sitting at the fountain, and then they got to pet the stingrays, and that is Jack and his friend and my husband petting the stingrays. He was like sweating profusely. It's horrible. And this is him again petting the birds at the he didn't get a stick, but the birds landed on him anyway. Here's a copy of our ticket, and another collage of them feeding the birds. And then we went, before we actually went out to the birds, they stopped and got ice cream. And this is him and his famous hook 'em horns, even though we're from Mississippi. Hook 'em horns photo pose and eating ice cream, and that is actually the paper from the ice cream that he gave me, and I just stuck in my purse, so I used it as an embellishment on here. Still on the same day, we have, let's see, there we go. This is them standing in front of the aquarium looking into these were huge fish that they were looking at. And here he is pointing at the fish down here. I took like a bunch of pictures. Of course, only a few ended up here, but I needed a filler, so I put this Keep Calm and Click On I found on Pinterest somewhere. And then this was the back of our tickets, and I just used that and circled the day we went. Here's one of the pennies that we did. You know, you can put your penny in there and it'll smash your penny. Well, we did 5 of them, and by the time we got home, we only ended up with 1. I don't know where the other 4 went. We only had 1. And then this is also the back of the ticket, so the other part of that ticket. And this is journaling about the insert on the next page. But this is them standing in front of like a great white jaw. It says, I could not eat another bite. Bite is with thickers. That's the great white. Right here is the next page. Okay. Let's see if I got that so you can see it. Oh, this light's just not working with me. There. I don't know if that's any better. It's kind of dark, but it works. Alright, this is an insert. We went to my sister-in-law's wedding. And this is her invitation, and that's her and the groom. And this is the other QR code. And if you have, I don't know if you can see that, Scan Life, push that, and then you scan your little code. And then it takes you to the YouTube, and he is dancing his little butt off at the wedding. And then on the back of that one, it's just me and him getting dressed up, and it took me 2 hours. It took him like 5 minutes to get dressed up, and it was actually I think it was right before the Saturday before Easter. He put he put one of these marshmallow flowers in his vest. So funny. Here's another insert I did for Easter. This was Easter morning. Took a picture of him in his basket and then put what was in his basket. And on the back, we went and hunted egg at a friend's house. And I just made a little layout. It says don't put all your eggs in one basket, because his basket was overflowing with eggs, so he had to kind of drop some off. This is another insert. That is my friend's child. I wish I could show you this picture. It's so beautiful. His just facial expression here is just wonderful. He's freezing because they were playing water sports all day, and he just looks so sad because he's waiting for his towel. And then on the other side is his brother making muscle man faces. Facial expressions on these two children are just amazing, so I put those in there. And then this is more about our Easter Sunday that we spent with our friends that we do every Easter. They're playing football, and there's a sticker. It says it is not just a game, it's a way of life, because these two are always playing some kind of sport. I put just a journaling card up here. That is them playing on the Soapy trampoline, him and his friends. I just put, this is a Martha Stewart sticker that I put on here. And then I just made a little banner and wrote what he was doing. This is my husband sitting on the porch waiting for Easter to begin. And then my son always finds a glove. Sports is his life. And he was playing catch with, he was actually being the pitcher and the catcher for his older brother, who's like 10. Alright, that was week 14, which was huge. This is week 15. If you have not noticed, baseball is our lives. It's I wrote 9/15, the 9th through the 15th, there it is. So it's April 9th through the 15th. We had another game, and this is a picture of him around in third, so I just wrote round in third. This is the after game cheer. Sorry. And this is just one of the additions journaling cards that came with it, and I used the U and put the smash tape with it. It says "Want It," and he made a home run that time. After the game, because we won, we took him and his friends to Cane's, so I kept the little bottom of the Happy Meal and then snapped pictures of them making funny faces. And then that weekend we had a tournament, and we won second place. That's the team with their trophies. We were in the OGYA tournament, second place. Here's him getting his trophy, and then some journaling about it. This is sorry. This is just it's supposed to be a cut from Carrie Bradford, but I used it as a PNG file and then overlaid it on one of the background papers from the digital Project Life turquoise kit. And then I actually had to miss some of that tournament because I had to go chaperone prom and decorate prom and all that stuff. So this is some journaling about that. And then this was our prom theme. It was a night under the stars and some colors that we had, and this is the picture of all the teachers that helped, and of course I dotted out their faces, and I'm not going to tell you which one's me. Then this is week 16. This is my favorite week layout, just because I took all these pictures and I think I did a pretty good job. But this was my first real like photo shoot for a wedding, and I was really nervous about it. So her colors were turquoise, so I kind of used that throughout the page. The first part of that week I had students bring in snakes, so this is a picture. There we go. This is a picture of the snake. It was it's a banana python, or no, banana king snake. There it is. And I had this like a horrible orange in the background, and it did not go with anything, so I ended up using some washi tape and a Martha Stewart label, and then some punch outs that I got, and covered that up, and it worked really well. And then this is journaling about that, because I'm really scared of snakes, but I couldn't let my kids see me scared, so I ended up holding it, but he took it back because I wasn't holding it right, so it worked out good. This is the bride's cake and the groom's cake, and then some journaling, and this is just some of the confetti that was on the table, and this is an up close of their cake topper. And then this is the bride and her family, her sister and brother-in-law. And then this is an insert, there we go, that I did. I actually, this one I printed off my printer, which kind of ended up with some lines going down here, but I don't know if you can see that. So I kept it for myself, and I printed her one from a different source. And then I put the ribbon that was on the table along with the two rings there. And then on the back is their wedding invitation. Wedding invitation, and the saying that we were supposed to say during the wedding itself. And then I wrote "I do" on here with some vinyl stickers and some more of the confetti. And then this page is all pictures from the wedding, and the only one I had to dot out was the little ring bearer. But this is them coming down the aisle and his grandfather, and then that is her sister, and then that's her, the groomsmen, the bridesmaids, and then his mother and father, and then their rings. So I really like that page. And then the next day, Sunday, we went to Mobile to a Bay Bears game. So this is the Bay Bears game. So I just made a title page with an insert from the program, and then our tickets. And then this is a collage because we got to go onto the field right before they started playing, so they got to throw on an actual baseball field. So that's my son throwing, and of course he has his tongue out like every other picture. And then that is his friend's collage, and I've just got him, you can't really see his face there, but got him covered up. While we were on the field, I snapped a photo of from behind like third, and you can see Hank Aaron Stadium and then the scoreboard. And then before the game we had to stand in line because the first 50 kids got free balls, and so we were actually second in line, and that's them standing with the mascot. And then let's see, trying to like fix this. This is me and my son just waiting in the for the game to start in the stands. That's him throwing before the game, and that's another Carrie Bradford PNG file. This is me and my husband at the game. That I used some of the smash tape behind it. And before the game, while they were playing, some of the players came up and were stretching and everything, and one of the ones that came beside us was Perez, and he was the catcher. So that is him before the game stretching, and this is him during the game, and then this was in the program. And they got their balls and their gloves signed, so I made a flip flap. I just sewed across here. It was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. And then made a tag, signed memorabilia, and then I put packaging tape over it. This is my son showing off his signed, I don't know if you can see that, signed memorabilia. And then if you flip it up, that's him and his friend showing off their signed stuff, and then it's a picture of the boys with the catcher Perez. And then this was he caught a foul ball, and so did the other little boy. He caught a foul ball too. He caught one first, and he was gone to the bathroom, so I thought he was going to be so upset because he didn't get one. But while he was in the bathroom, a foul ball was hit into the smoke park, and he was there with my husband, and he ran in and got it. So they both ended up with a foul ball. What are the chances of that? And then they got it signed after the game. And this was a picture that I thought just went well for our family because we are baseball 6 days a week. It's just an x-ray, and it shows a glove. This is their schedule. I just cut up some of that, and it says pull here. I made a little tag because on the back is some journaling, and something happened that day at the game that I wanted to journal about, but I didn't want everyone reading because it was kind of personal. But that is what I've got so far, and I will see you next time.